Good morning, gang. Welcome to my house. I've got kind of an exciting video for you guys today. Hopefully it's exciting for me, so hopefully it will be exciting for y'all. But as a few of you guys have pointed out in some of my videos, I like to dabble in the weightlifting workout world. So it's rainy outside. There are no cars to film. So that's what today's video is about. So for those of you guys that don't know, last year I competed in Christian Guzman's Summer Shredding Classic, which is my first time stepping on stage, and it was a blast. I learned a lot, but the only problem was I didn't win. Now listen, I'm not like the most competitive person in the world, but I'm also pretty competitive, and I don't need to like win, but I would like to place in final and also kind of win, but I don't have to win. But I want to do better than I did last year. I wasn't prepared as well as I could have been last year. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, so that's the whole point of this series. Is today's January 13th. The show hasn't been announced yet, but I think he's announcing it next month. So we're gonna get a kind of a jump start on things. We're learning some of my lessons last year. We need to start earlier than we did last year. And so that's what this whole thing's for. It's to keep me accountable to you guys, to myself, to make sure that I do this. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. I know some of you guys are fitness people. If not, you don't need to watch these videos. But yeah, the whole point is to just document this whole process. Hopefully it's a good time along the way. But first things first, it's morning. We need to go get some breakfast. But before we get breakfast, we need to talk about macros. Right? Yeah, that's good. Okay. All right, guys, so before we can even talk about working out, let's talk nutrition, right? So, you've heard the phrase, abs are made in the kitchen. Well, it turns out they're also lost in the kitchen. So the diet plan, if you want to call it that I'm going to be following, it's not really a diet plan. It's more so just the plan I'm going to use to diet. So I'm using IIFYM, so if it fits your macros. So, gonna get a little nerdy here, so as long as you're okay with that, stick with me. So when it comes to nutrition, think economics. You've got macroeconomics, microeconomics. Macros, big picture, micros, small picture. Same with nutrition. You've got your macronutrients and you've got your micronutrients. Micronutrients are gonna be your iron, your calcium, vitamin C, vitamin D, all those little nutrients that your body needs every day, and you still need to worry about getting those, but in the frame of dieting and calories and things like that, we're gonna be talking macronutrients, okay? So for that, you've got three options. So when it comes to macronutrients, you've got three that you gotta worry about. You've got carbohydrates in any form, you've got protein in any form, and you have fats in any form. And the key to dieting is having a healthy balance of those three things. So the key to dieting is taking those three macronutrients and balancing them to where you're still being healthy, but you still are at a deficiency. We're trying to lose weight. So in trying to lose weight, we can't be eating the same amount of food that we've been eating. We have to be eating less than we normally eat, right? We have to be at a caloric deficiency. If we were trying to gain weight and put on size and put on muscle, we need to be at a caloric surplus, eating more than our baseline to try and grow. We're not trying to grow right now. We've grown as much as we want to at the moment in this sphere of what we're trying to do. Now we're trying to cut back. So Christian Guzman, guy that owns the show, guy that runs the show, I guess it was last year, did a really good video on how to determine what your baseline macros are. So baseline macros being the amount of carbs, proteins, and fats that you need every day to maintain the exact same weight that you currently are. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go over to the whiteboard. Yes, I have a whiteboard in my living room. I don't know why, but we have one. So we're gonna go to the whiteboard. I'm gonna show you guys what my macros are gonna be. I'm also I was gonna go through the full process of showing you guys how to determine your own macros. If you want me to do that in a different video, I can if you wanna hear it from me. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and link Christian's video that he did last year below. He just does a very, very good job of explaining in detail how to kind of find your own macros. So let's go over to the board and I'll show you what the macros are gonna be for me initially for this cut. They're gonna change a little bit as we get a little bit deeper in, but this is gonna be the main bulk of my macros for at least the next couple months. Let's see where you guys are. Okay, so I wasn't gonna go through all this with you guys, but I kind of started writing, figuring it out for myself right now. And there's a lot on there. So I figured if I just gave you the Cliff Notes version, you guys would have no idea what I'm talking about. And like I said, I'm going to link Christian's video below to him doing exactly what I just did. Like literally everything I did because he's done it. It worked for me last show. It's gonna work for me this year. And but there's just a little bit to it. So everything's a lot of ranges, everything's a lot of balances. And even after we're done going through this, there is I'm even changing what I'm doing on here because just it works better for me. So this is a rough outline. Do what works best for you. Do your own homework. Obviously, absolutely do not take what I say as the final word because I'm not an expert. So, but this is what's worked for me. Hopefully it'll kind of work for you guys. Okay, so let me zoom in real quick so you guys, and let's kick it off. Okay, first things first, like we talked about, we need to figure out what my maintenance calories are. Right? Can you guys see that? Okay, cool. My maintenance calories. So maintenance calories are the calories I need to eat every single day in order to stay the exact same size I am. So right now, I'm 284 pounds. Not trying to hide that. So my maintenance calories are what I need to eat every day in order to stay at 284 pounds. So like I said earlier, like what Christian said, everything's a range, right? So in order to figure out what your maintenance calories are, you're gonna take your body weight, you're gonna multiply that by 14 to 16. So multiplying it by 14 is if you are somebody who is not as active, maybe has a desk job, isn't running, isn't doing, a lot of stuff every day, whereas 16 might be a UPS driver, somebody who is just on their feet, moving, running from place to place. Figure out where you are in that range. Even though, I work out every single day pretty much, I'm definitely on the 14 side of that. My normal day job, I definitely sit behind a desk a lot. And so I'm definitely gonna try and go on the lower side of that. So 284 times 14 gets me 3,976 calories. So that is what I need every day in order to stay the exact same size. What I'm gonna do next is, now you can, again, if you're trying to drop weight, you're gonna subtract from that. If you're trying to add weight, you're gonna add to that. I'm trying to drop weight. The normal number Christian says, and it's a number that kind of works for me, is around 500 calories. So you can go a little bit less than that if you're hurting a little bit, but that's the number that I'm gonna use. So my maintenance calories minus 500 is 3,476 calories. That's my get smaller number. So, big breath. So now that we've figured out our calories, now we have to break that down. Remember, we're doing macronutrients, right? So we're doing carbs, fat, and protein. So we need to break that 3,476 number down into those three subcategories. Okay, let's talk protein. So for protein, this is how we're gonna do it. So you're gonna take your body weight again, and again, we're talking about a range. So you're gonna multiply your body weight by 0.75 to 1.25%. So where does that range come from? So we're talking about gram of protein per pound of body weight, essentially. So if you're a bigger guy like me, again, over 20% body fat, chunkier, your abs are hidden, you got some love handles, you're a bigger guy, I'm gonna stick right now around that 0.75 range. So for every pound of for every pound of body weight, I'm gonna have 0.75 grams of protein. If you're a normal looking guy, you got some muscle, you got some ab, you're not super fat, then maybe, this is kind of the gold standard right there, stick around that 1 gram of protein per pound of weight. And then if you're a super lean guy, you've got veins all through your arms and stuff like that, and you need to keep that protein in order to kind of maintain any kind of size, then I would be higher to that 1.25%. As I lean down, I said last cut, I dropped 60 pounds from where I am now. As I lean down, this whole thing's gonna change because I'm gonna be dropping weight, calories are gonna need to change. I'm getting leaner, I need more protein now, I need less fat, I need less carbs. Everything's gonna change, and once we get to those changes, we'll sit back down and go through this again as I make the changes. And just so you know, those changes are gonna happen when they stop happening on me. So I'm gonna do this, and this is gonna be my macros for a while, and I'm gonna continue to be dropping weight. Once I kind of have dropped weight to the point to where, okay, these macros are no longer allowing me to drop weight, then we'll reevaluate at my new weight, and then hopefully we'll break that threshold and keep going down. So, let me zoom you guys back in real quick. So, okay, so protein, that's it. We're going with that 0.75. So right now, for me, 284 pounds times 0.75 gives me 213 grams of protein per day, is what I'm trying to hit, and that's a lot harder than you think it is sometimes. Am I boring you guys yet? I think I'm starting to lose you guys. We'll do fats and carbs in a minute. Hang on, Bear, come here. They want to see you. Let the people see you. Come here. You're doing great. Come here. He's scared of the tripod. Come here. You're okay, come here. Come here. Come here. Okay, fine. Here's Nala. You guys remember her? What are you doing, Chihuahua? See, it's okay, come here. Come here, come see Dad. Come see Dad. Come here, you're okay. You're okay. Come here, dog guy. Oh. You want to see the big dog? Hey. Height. Do you need to lose weight? You feel like it. All right, say bye. Mwah. Okay, so talking fats. Your body needs fat. Needs it to run, needs it for your joints, needs it for all kinds of things. Your body needs fat. So for fat, again, going by range here, body weight times 0.3 to 0.4. So this is more of a preference. It's not really a body weight thing. It's more of a preference on what you like. If you are a, peanut butter guy, if you're a, probably don't eat too much cheese, but if you're that kind of guy, if you enjoy more fat, then I would go 0.4 on the fat. What you're gonna do is, in having a higher fat percentage, you're gonna have a lower carbohydrate percentage. So me, I can give or take on both. So I went for 0.3, the lower side of the fat scale, figured I need to lose some more of that. So 284 times 0.3, that gets me 85.2 grams of fat I'm gonna have per day. Again, everything's very high right now. I'm at a very high body weight. Once we start dropping down weight, that number is gonna go down. Okay, so we've got our protein, 213 grams. We've got our fat, 85.2 grams. So before we get into carbs, this is what you need to know. So in protein, every gram of protein has about 4 calories. Every gram of fat has about 9 calories. Every gram of every carbohydrate has 4 calories. So now it's just a math game. So basically we've got 213 grams of protein times 4 calories per gram equals 852 calories of protein per day. 85.2 grams of fat times 9 calories per gram equals 766. We're gonna have 766 grams of fat per day. What you're gonna do is you're gonna add those two together. That gets us, as protein and fat, that gets us 1,618 calories of those two. You're gonna subtract that number from 3,476. Remember, that was your number up here. That's our weight loss number, 3,476. So going back down, that now gives you 1,858 calories of carbohydrates. Divide that by 4, that gives us 464 grams of carbs. So our total number, let's go back up. So every day we are going to have 213 grams of protein. We're going to have, 85.2 grams of fat. And then carbs, we're going to have 464.5. Okay, so remember how I said everything's very dependent on how you feel. Now I've done this before, so I know that 464 calories of carbs, 464 grams of carbs is not gonna happen. That's what I'll do like the day or two before show day. So what I know works better for me is about 300, at first, it's gonna drop still, is about 350 grams of carbs per day. So that's gonna change my total calories. It's gonna be a little bit steeper of a drop, but I know I can maintain that, so I don't mind doing that. So my 3,476 calories a day is really gonna drop down to 3,018 calories a day. I can maintain that healthily and not feel like I'm really starving myself. And so like I said, so this is how I'm going to start my diet. Things are gonna change eventually as I get thinner, and I need to start adjusting my macros more. As I start getting lower body fat, I'm gonna need to start eating less fat, less carb, higher protein. But we're not gonna do that yet. So that 3,000 later, so right now it's January, that's probably gonna run us through till March, probably all of February. We won't mess with it till probably March. And then, and yeah, we'll go with it from there. So run that through. Again, don't take what I'm saying as final. I'm gonna go ahead, again, I'm gonna link Christian's video in the description. He does a much better job of explaining it than I did. But yeah, so that's it. So that's our calories for this whole cut. So speaking of calories, well, let's go eat because I'm hungry. Okay, so I lied. We were gonna go grocery shopping and then talk food and stuff, but I realized this video would be forever long. So actually, Zach just got a new Corsa exhaust for his cts-v. So we're gonna go put that on now, so you guys have a little bit of car stuff in the video. Haha! Big guy getting little car. So funny. Okay, real quick, what are we doing today?
Well, so I bought Corsa mufflers, and
before that you had
Stainless Works.
Okay.
And it was good. I just wanted a little bit more rasp, and so I bought the Corsa mufflers because they're a little bit louder, I think, and the Stainless Works drone a little bit. I hope the guy that saw my video or bought them from me doesn't see this video. And I need like a 2-inch extension on here, and so I can't weld. I don't have a welder, so we have to go to an exhaust shop. And right now we're running open headers.
So right now the X pipe's not connected to the mufflers.
Well, I have an X pipe. Yeah, and
is it a Corsa
like
X?
No, I don't know what it is.
Okay.
Stainless Works, I think. And then there's a like a 3-foot section of just no pipe. So I got mufflers on there, and then I got nothing, and then X pipe.
Cool. So right here is just air.
Just loud.
Start it up. Sorry, neighbors.
Jesus.
Sorry, everybody that's wearing headphones. Let's go.
Didn't even want to run.
Oh, it died. So, come here often?
Nice. Wait till you hear the drone. We won't be able to talk to each other. It's so ridiculous.
Just a factual observation real quick.
Yeah.
If I was a girl, I would like this car a lot. It vibrates a little bit. Let it rip.
1 hour later.
Gym time now. I got 2 more topics I want to hit on with you guys before we work out. I'm sorry if I'm kind of info downloading a little bit on you guys right now, but fitness and all of this stuff is a new venture for, you know, all of us together. And I want to make sure that I give you guys all the correct information. I want to make sure that I am very thorough. That way I don't lose anybody. And but before we get into that, just real quick, if you guys like this video so far and you guys want me to do more like it, let me know. I'm not gonna be the guy who goes, hey, I like the video, but just drop me a comment. Let me know what you think, what you would like to see more, what you would like, if you had any questions, if you would, any video topics, let me know, because I would be glad to make them. But anyways, so 2 things. 1, workout programming. I am extremely picky when it comes to my workout programs. Either, I think it's because I've been lifting so long, either I love them or I hate them. And there really isn't like a middle of the ground for me. And so what I do, again, not that this is right, it's just how I do it. I've got 3 different programs that I just have found online throughout the years that I really like, that I've completed all 3 programs, and I just alternate them each week. That's what I'm gonna be doing for this prep. So basically I've got 1 program, and I will try and find the links for them. I downloaded them forever ago and just kind of have them. But I'll try and find the links for them if you guys want to see them. Basically, I've got 1 program that's a strength building program, so you know, a lot less volume, a lot lower reps, a lot more weight, for just kind of strength building. I've got a hypertrophy style workout that's, you know, just meant to just blast your body with, you know, moderate weight, tons of reps, tons of sets, really to just get that just muscle fatigue and exhaustion. And then I've got another workout plan that's kind of a little bit of both. And so what I'll do is, like, I'll do a full hypertrophy week, and then I'll do a full strength week, then I'll do a full combination week. And every workout's very different in like the, you know, amount of sets, the amount of reps, the style of workout, the rest time, everything's real different. So it kind of keeps it fresh for me a little bit, if that makes sense, versus just, you know, kind of picking one workout. like plan and then just doing it week after week after week, I get kind of bored kind of quick. So that's what I do. I said, you know, when it comes to workout plans, just try it. Like, that's the best advice I can give you. There's not one that's better than the other. There's a million free ones online. Just go online, find one you like, and just do it. Like, but the big thing is with that is just you have to do it. Like, you can't do it for a week and be like, no, I don't like it, this sucks. Like, finish it. If it's an 8-week program, do the full 8-week program. You know, because you might not like it, but it might work. And like I said, all these programs I follow, I don't like any of them. They're not fun. They all hurt, but they all work. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. So find one that works for you. Like I said, I will. Once we get into the workout, I will put I'll put a still shot list up of what I'm doing that day, so you guys can try my workouts. Let me know what you think. But yeah, so the other thing real quick is working out frequency. I work out about 6 days a week, 7 if I can. It just works for my schedule. I've been working out like this. I've been working out with this frequency since high school. Not even because like, you know, yeah, I gotta work out, gotta get big and strong, gotta get really, really ripped. It's really more so just like, it's part of my routine now. It's like, okay, go to work, go to the gym, go home. Like, it's kind of how it works now. If I'm really, really sore, if my legs are still hurting, my chest hurts, my back hurts, my arm hurts, yes, I'll take an off day. But my off days aren't scheduled. My off days are more kind of by feel. So that's really, like, I would say 6 days is my norm. 7 if I had a couple crap workouts and I really need to just get a 7th one in just to feel something. But yeah, so that's kind of my frequency. I work out at 24 Hour Fitness. Not that matters a whole lot. But and then people work out differently by themselves or with friends. I am split down the middle. I have some great workouts with friends. I have some workouts that are kind of sucky with friends. Not that it's their fault or anybody's fault. It's just like, there's days I don't want to be at the gym, and there's days they don't want to be at the gym, and when we're all together, we all don't want to be at the gym, so we all end up leaving the gym. At the same time, there's workouts that I have by myself that are really, really good, and then there's other times where I'll walk in, do a couple sets, and be like, nope, screw this, I'm out. So working out with friends, by yourself, obviously do what works best for you. The two guys you're going to probably see a lot during these videos is Kyle. You guys probably know him as cts-v on Instagram. He's got that red GT500. And then Faison from Mob Auto Boutique. Those are going to be the two guys you see me work out with the most. Our schedule doesn't line up always. We normally can get about 1, maybe 2 workouts in a week together. I'm actually going to work out with Kyle now. Faison is out of town, or he would probably be there too. But yeah, I think that's all I got, man. I'll see you guys at the gym. We're doing a chest day today. We're going to start off with a heavy bench and then just do some accessory work after that. So I will show you guys that. Probably just going to voice over all that because we're at 24. It's a commercial gym. They really don't like filming. So we're just going to have to film off my phone, and then we'll voice over everything once we get back to the house. So yeah. Let's take some pre-workout. Actually, we'll take pre-workout when we get there. I'll show you guys how I take my pre-workout, and then we'll go inside. Okay, so I know we just talked about working out with friends might be better, but it's also not better when your friend can only work out at 6 o'clock and the gym is full. And he's late! We're supposed to be at 5:45. It's 5:51. He's still not here. The only reason I'm pointing that out is because normally I'm the one who's late. But anyways, pre-workout routine is always the same. 1, headphones. I don't even know if you can see it. Power Beat Pro, way better than AirPods, and I'll fight you over that because AirPods fall out of your ears if you have weird ears like mine. Power Beat Pro. Don't go anywhere. Speaking of, I'm not talking about boobs, but we are talking about pre-workout. Shaker bottle, cool summer training shaker bottle. 2 ports, one like 2 sides, a wall down the middle. For no reason, I just put water on both sides. But dude, that one's empty. You never know which one's full. It's really tart. Dane, why do you do that? That's a dumb idea. Because I don't like drinking a lot of water before or during my workout because it really messes with my stomach and it kind of hurts. So just pre-workout to the dome, a little bit of water to wash it down. And I'll just kind of sip on water throughout the workout, but after my workout, I'm like pounding down water because I'm really thirsty. I get bloated super quick, and then so if I drink a lot of water during and before my workout, I kind of feel like crap and don't want to work out. But gonna go inside. I'm gonna do some cardio. Yeah. Alright guys, so I was going to try and use this voiceover to be somewhat useful, and I was going to use it to give you guys some tricks and tips for each one of these workouts, but my brain's melted, as it turns out, and I can't do that for you guys. So what I'm going to do is take my 2 minutes and 41 seconds that this workout clip is, and really just kind of, I'm filming this bit a couple days later. Just go into why I'm doing this. Like I said, I get most of you guys are here for car stuff, if not all of you guys, and I get that, and that's totally cool. And like I said, you guys don't have to watch these videos. I said this video is really long. The others probably aren't going to be as long, but they also could be. So like I said, this is more so for, you know, really just me to keep accountable to myself, you know, by way of you guys. So yeah, so I mean, I've you know, been doing well the last couple days, and I really hope to just continue to, you know, drop weight and maintain as much size as I can. And like I said, if you guys have made it to this point in the video, good grief, I appreciate you. The video is like 30 minutes long at this point, and to be honest, I can't even handle 30 minutes of me. So if you're here, thank you so much. One thing I wanted to make sure and do, and whenever I get the chance to work out with somebody, I enjoy, Kyle and I have been lifting together for a couple years now, and I enjoy watching him lift and seeing his progression more than my own at this point. I've always been a big fan of working with people and helping people, and Kyle was someone who really came from zero lifting experience to now he's a pretty experienced lifter. I mean, his form is spot on. He has started adding on so much more weight than when we first started working out. It's just been kind of really cool to watch. But yeah, so I definitely want to try and, you know, showcase him as much as I can. Like I said, so this is my intermediate style workout. So like I said, this isn't my big hypertrophy, you know, week. This isn't my strength week. This is kind of my in the middle week, more of a maintenance workout. Normally I'm kind of really sore from one or the other. But yeah, so nice chest day, and like I said, I appreciate the living crap out of you guys watching this video. Let me know what else you guys would like to see. I'm, you know, open to all suggestions. Like I said, this whole genre is very new to me. Sorry this video was really lengthy, but there's a lot of info to cram in there. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.